There are a few cars that when launched internationally as a new generation are an automotive event, and I don't mean an event like this, I mean a phenomenon. A V12 Lamborghini, a new S-Class for example. In the Indian context, a new Alto, and this one isn't a normal 800cc Alto, it's a new K10. It's been a long time coming because the last one came to us 8 years ago. Now before we talk about the overall design, let me talk about a design element which I think has been used really well by Maruti, and I like these little bits of design when they're used all around the car. So this hexagonal grille almost looks like it's been cut out of a single piece of CNC plastic, or it's been 3D printed. And I think it looks rather nice instead of the flimsier stuff that we've seen on other cars in the recent past. And yes, people are going to put a whole bunch of chrome over it, but it's that design that's been carried forward to the headlamps and to the wheel caps as well. Now, talking about those wheel caps, have you heard that saying, don't skip leg day? This is the automotive equivalent of don't skip leg day, because those tires are 145/80 R13s, and I'm guessing in terms of width, my calf's probably wider than that. But again, I know it's been done with fuel economy and comfort in mind, so we won't give Maruti much grief over how small that tire is. Overall though, in general, I think this design does work. It works for me because it's sort of sensible, it's cute, which is what Altos are supposed to be, but it's still not sort of in your face and sort of crazy. Yes, there are some parallels that have been made to like the Santro or the Celerio in recent times, but overall it looks very Japanesey, and that's something I like. It looks like a mini key car that's been Indianized a bit, and I think it'll work. Tell me, what do you think? Do you like the way this thing looks? Do you not like the way this thing looks? Would you put a set of wheels on it? You should. Okay, let's move to the back. Oh hey, that hexagonal bit is in the tail lamp as well. Okay, now, tail lamp, this bit, what does this look like? If you really squint, it looks almost squared off like the original SS80 or the original Maruti 800 used to be. I mean, if you really squint and look at it, it's all curvy like the front end is, so it sort of translates to the rear as well, but it's still got that squarish look. It's still got that very Japanesey look, and it's not pretentiously designed. It doesn't have like added vents and stuff that are thrown to the back. It's just simplistic, and an Alto should be simplistic. After all, it is the entry-level car to the Maruti range. I'm not counting the Alto 800, but apart from those wheels that really sort of puts me off, I really like this design language. I just do. It's simple. Sometimes all you need is simple. Okay, so let's quickly talk facts and figures. Obviously, it's a K10, so it's a 1-liter engine. It's got 67 horsepower. It's got 89 Newton meters of torque, and fuel economy figures are quite impressive as well. The manual gives 24.39 kilometers per liter. The automatic, or the AMT, which is also a 5-speed, gives 24.90 kilometers per liter. The funny thing though is that the wheelbase between this and the Espresso is actually exactly the same. So inside, it's got almost exactly the same space. And talking about the inside, I think now it's time to move in and have a look at how it's been designed as well. Now, if I were to sum up the interiors of the K10 in one word, it would be essentials. Not that hype t-shirt brand, I'm talking about really genuinely essentials. Now, what do you get? You get that sort of digital dot matrix style instrument cluster, you get some controls on the steering wheels for your music and phone, and you get a lovely infotainment screen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and that's where the luxuries really end, because your power window switches are in the center, which you sort of tend to get used to eventually, but it is a bit annoying to begin with. You get a rotary knob climate control thing. You don't get the digital climate control or the automatic climate control, and that's about it. And that's what the Alto has always been. It's been basic motoring, and honestly, that sometimes is all that you need. The one thing that I do want to talk about is the color palette in general is, yes, a little bit boring, but then again, Altos have always been very safe and very traditional that way. That said, this particular is quite spacious because I'm not in the sort of all the way back position. Now I am. See how much space I've got all the way to the steering wheel and on the top as well. This is a very spacious car, especially in the front. I've got a bit of space in the rear as well. We'll of course talk about that a little bit more in detail when we do the review and when that review drops in a couple of days. But overall, sometimes all you need is this. All you need are the essentials. A basic small city hatchback with a manual gearbox. That is what I love to drive, and that is why I own a first-gen Alto K10. Okay, tell me what you think about the car. How do you think the way it looks, sort of Is it nice? Is it not nice? Do you like it? Do you like the way the interiors are? Do you like the engine specs and the fuel economy? Tell me all about your opinions in that comment section below. And as always, I will reply to almost all of them. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the review very soon on the Power Drift channel. I'll see you for now.